This morning, communities in the Texas Hill Country face the impacts of deadly floods. This is new video showing just how high the water is in Kerrville.
Chris Sadeghi joins us now from the newsroom. And Chris, this is a developing situation. Tell us what's happening right now.
Well, Dia, this flooding is even more severe and widespread than last year's floods, but fortunately it looks like lessons learned from last year saving lives this time around, and that involves some of our North Texas departments. So far, 2 people have died in this year's flooding that covers much of the same hill country areas where 139 people died in the July 4th floods of 2025. Only now, the flooding stretches even further into west central Texas as rivers in that region have risen to historic levels. And after last year's catastrophe, many counties installed flood warning systems like the one you just heard that use lights and sirens. And the statewide response also changed this year. State task forces responded with personnel and resources from departments around the state, including many of our own local fire and EMS, lending people and boats to the rescue effort. So far, more than 230 high water rescues have been made. One fire chief in the Hill Country said she can tell a difference this year, but they aren't going to get comfortable.
We started receiving calls. Everybody in the county started responding. So, yes, I would say this time we may be a little bit more prepared, but the thing about it is you just never know when the water's going to come or where it's going to go.
And we checked with a few of our local departments. Denton Fire says they sent 6 people and 2 boats to Kerrville, while Dallas Fire Rescue has sent 13 crew members, including 1 for helicopter rescues. Now, meteorologist Greg Fields is tracking the latest on that flooding situation in that region this morning.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Chris. Show you what is happening on radar here this morning. You see the pocket of the large area of rain and thunderstorms lifting a little farther north right now. So let's zoom in on that area. We'll still have a handful of flash flood warnings in effect for that region as well. But you see heading down toward Fredericksburg and Kerrville, the heavy rain has lifted farther north. So that is some good news there. But as you head out I-10 there, Junction, a little farther west, still looking at some heavy rain, and that will continue to lift slowly north. So flooding still will be a concern in this general location here as we go through the next few hours, heading on into the afternoon and for tonight. So it will take some time, obviously, for that water to recede. Still going to be an issue, but again, the heavy rain lifting a little farther north over that area that was hit very, very hard on yesterday, as we've been talking about. So the flood watch does remain for that region through this evening across that area, but the showers and thunderstorms will continue for the first part of the day, but they will start to wind down and taper off a little bit more, we think, as we head into tonight and for the weekend. Still maybe some isolated activity, but here's how it may look as we head toward midday. Notice the area of showers and storms begins to taper off a little bit more around midday today, and then that trend should continue as we head on into the afternoon. So that will be good. Some good news for the folks there as we head on into the upcoming weekend. But again, maybe some still lingering showers in that region. But we'll talk more about this in our own local forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, Greg, thank you. Now, there are some ways you can help flood victims this morning. The Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country is fundraising. You can scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen right now if you'd like to donate. They appreciate any amount you're available to give.